Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the use of the word collectible when it comes to bourbon. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Jim Gokin and Tim Swyatt.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hola.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about bourbon and this whole collector whiskey thing going on. It's, I think there's maybe some collectible whiskeys out there. In my mind, pre-prohibition stuff, kind of collectible. But new stuff being released, that gets into the realm of Beanie Babies or things from the Bradford Exchange. Oh, look, we're releasing this collectible. Yeah, we're releasing a collectible. Okay.
Precious moments.
Collectibles tend to be things that are put out not
Star
to be collectibles,
Wars.
and then you get into them after the fact, and then they become collector's items. But we'll see about the impact of this happening in whiskey. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Gokin, so there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so we've talked about similar topics in the past, but I want to talk specifically about series that come out on streaming devices, Netflix or whatever other device. My wife has this. I don't want to say it's a rule, but it's more of a guideline. If something comes out that looks interesting and it has one season, she's like, I don't want to watch that now. I want to wait and see if there's a second season, because I want to binge it, but I want to binge multiple seasons. So I have lots of items that I want to watch. And she's like, I don't want to watch that because there's only one season of it. Let's see if there's going to be a second season. And then she's, searching all over the internet trying to find if there's a second season. If there's a second season, when is it coming? Because some of these are...
They do, yeah.
Yeah, some of them are like a year or 2
or longer,
years.
yes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how long it is.
You kind of forget all about the storyline and stuff like that in between.
So, and that's kind of her point is, look, if we watch season 1, by the time season 2 comes out, you're going to say, well, let's watch season 1 again before we watch season 2 because we don't remember everything that happened.
Right.
So my question is, if you come across a series that looks interesting to you, will you watch it if it's only one season that has been released, or do you wait for a second or third season to come out if you know that it's coming?
Okay.
I got this.
Okay, go ahead, Tim. Streaming has changed the world, right? It's definitely
absolutely.
It depends if I can watch it during the free trial, so I don't have to pay for it. So I don't have Netflix. Any streaming service I have is comped by a credit card or some type of Like Walmart Plus gets me Paramount Plus, which my American Express card also pays for Walmart Plus. So I don't pay a goddamn thing for these streaming services. But I'm
Really?
stupid playing for cable. But if I can fit it within a time frame, assuming I'm interested in it, I don't care. Doesn't matter. I guess I'm not sitting here watching TV anymore, to be honest with you. I can't see it. I'm so frustrated with all that. You're talking to a person who had to have their switch from vinyl to cassette, cassette to CD, CD to MP3. Now I got to pay for my fucking music. This is ridiculous. I'm not paying any more for it.
You're lucky
They
you're
can
a
all
little
screw
bit younger
themselves.
than me. You missed out on the 8-track. So we
Yeah,
I did miss out on the 8-track, but I did have vinyl.
Jim and I had the 8-track in
Yeah.
there too. So yeah, we did not miss out on that. So I had an
I just
8-track
can't believe
collection.
that's how we come, and I got to pay for all this stuff again to have it again. And millennial math's not going to work for me. So,
Okay.
if it's smart, I get into it. I may get into it later, but yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's one season or two. If it's interesting, I'll watch it and be done with it.
Okay. I think your wife's not wrong. I mean, I'm to the point where you're something like The Boys. I do love The Boys, but it takes so long to get season to season. I get lost and I'm like, shit, I forget where we're at. What's going on? So I'd probably have been better off to discover it when it's all over than just binge watch as I wanted to. I think that's the ideal way to do it.
That's the power move, Steve. You turned me on to The Boys, and I got to watch all the seasons, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But I waited till all that's like, I don't get involved in any of that shit. I don't get involved in any of it. I just can't take the time.
Yeah.
I wait for everybody else to see it, tell me it's good, then I'll go watch it.
Then you go watch it. Yeah. I think
the
your
problem
wife's right.
is that like it's spoilers.
Mm-hmm. True.
You know, I for one am not going to wait around for an entire show to come out because I might be dead tomorrow. So I want to watch some Game of Thrones.
Will you wait a season while it's going, or are you the type that'll watch the ones that they release like weekly on streaming? Because that kind of sucks.
I sometimes will like wait like
Till
a week or two just
Right.
to like get some in there.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
I'm not like just going to wait around forever just because I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. Like I'm not going to wait around.
There's so much content though. You can find other things, but I don't know. That's why I kind of agree with Gokin's wife.
But here's the thing: I like to sit and talk to my friends about like what we're watching.
Right.
It's like everyone's watching it, so I don't
that.
want to sit around and like be like, oh, I'm not going to watch it till it's finally over. And it's like, well, what the fuck? I can't even talk to you guys about it.
Yeah,
you hoser.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a tough call because it's the convenience of having missed one and then being able to just watch it and as you want. That's great. That's where streaming really is. Better than anything that's on the old way of shows coming out weekly and seasons and that.
That's true.
But I agree that the gaps between streaming seasons is really tough. Because it can be like I said more than 1 year. So there can be 2 years on these things. So
yeah,
that's really tough. So
the 2 years between it's wild how long it takes for them to put out shows these days.
Right.
And also like they put out a season and it's only 8 episodes.
Right.
And they're all like 42 minutes long. And I'm like, that's it, guys? Like
right. Some of those you wait 2 years and they put out 8 episodes and you crush them in a night. It's like shit. The ones that just dump them out, not through the weekly release. Shit,
I just watched one. What the hell was it? I don't remember what it was. Instead of 8 episodes, it was 7.
Like what?
But the seventh episode was 2 hours. So it was like an 8th episode.
Right.
But what show was that?
I can't remember.
That was Yellowstone.
It was Yellowstone, 1923.
1923, yeah.
1920, exactly, 1923. Right. So, and that's what pisses me off is like, I'm okay with the ones that will like come out, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks into the live streams, and 2 weeks into it, they will release the entire season. It's the ones that are like Bosch did it. I think 1923 did it, where like Bosch Legacy, which is another one on Prime, they did. Oh well, we're releasing the third series of Bosch Legacy, and we're releasing the first 3 episodes on the 7th, and then on the 14th we're going to release episodes 4 through 6. And then on the 21st or the 28th, we're going to release the last 3 episodes. So I'm like, well, I know these are like an hour, which is like 47 minutes or 42 minutes, right? Yeah. So I know I'm going to watch like 4 of these in a night. Yeah. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait.
You're better off waiting. I think you're better off waiting.
Wait till they're done, because otherwise it pisses me off. Right. I do not want to watch TV like we did in the 80s, where we watched 1 week's episode.
Leave you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Like, and then we waited a whole damn week to find out 30 more minutes, or in a 30-minute episode,
I missed that part. I hate the instant self-gratification part.
Oh, I don't.
What really bothered me was the Walking Dead, the Negan episode, when they finally whack one of the players. You don't know who one of the partners is getting. That thing really shook. That one really pissed me off. But you know what? Wait, oh my God, we were talking about it. It was like, it's that build-up. But I mean, I totally get where you're coming from. It's almost like a group text that you don't want to be involved in, but you can't get out of it, and you're like,
yes.
But it's like your family, so you're like, I can't jump out of this one.
I tell me when we're over. Right. Yeah, don't give me all the banter. Make the decision. Let me know where I need to be. Type of thing. Yeah. I get that. I can understand that part.
Yeah, I don't watch anything anymore. And I think honestly, it's since COVID. Like movies are shit since COVID. There's no good movies.
No good movies coming out anymore
since COVID.
No.
It's TV shows. I found
they're just remaking things, same storylines.
I love the limited series. I will search for limited series on Netflix, because it's like, okay, it's limited series. They're not looking to expand it. It's 2 seasons.
Right. So we gotta watch Natalia Grace. 3 seasons about this child, adult.
That's it. You know it's over at the end of that. So that's all I've got to worry about. I'm not thinking, oh shit, what's going to happen the next season? Is there going to be a next season?
Right.
I'm searching. Entertainment since COVID is Shoresy.
Shoresy, huh?
Who?
Shoresy, the kickoff from Letterkenny. Letterkenny was spectacular. The spin-off series of Shoresy is outstanding. If you are a hockey fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if not, and you haven't seen it yet, it's on Hulu. It's they actually stream it on Crave, which is a Canadian version of Hulu, I guess, or another subsidiary of Hulu. But they release them all at once, so you get the whole entire season at once. Shoresy is spectacular.
Steve, I have to feel like Swyatt is like way younger.
What the fuck is this show about?
Right, exactly. Who knows?
What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't. Shoresy?
Shoresy. No. I mean this fucking.
Pauly Shore.
Is that like Jersey Shore?
This show that we are doing right now.
We're talking about one season shows. Do you wait for the whole season to be out or not? This is a go.
This is small talk. We're small talk.
We're in fucking small talk.
You're in a safe space.
Can we stop with the small talk?
You're in your safe.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
people are turning off the radio.
Right no, they're interested.
No, they're
Our
not.
numbers are going
turning off the fucking radio right now.
I got the reports right here. Here's the weird thing.
It's the highest rated.
The people that say they hate the small talk, they listen for 45 minutes.
Your fucking bottles now.
Average Bourbon Daily listener listens for 35. The people who hate small talks,
for 35
how long do they
seconds.
listen? They listen for 45.
45.
Yeah. Just like the Howard Stern one. All right. It's time to drink. I'll go first.
Open your fucking bottles.
Golden oranges.
Fucking Christ.
You got your favorite crew here. You should be happy.
What is that? What do you got?
I've got Golden Origins for the Hardens Creek from Bean.
Did you unrelease the top
I pre-took this off so I would speed things up for Becca.
I thought maybe this one didn't have one.
It's like Sans belt slacks. I had the belt was off.
Like 4 people who know what you mean on that one.
Exactly.
What was that mail order place you can order clothes from?
Get the old Sans belt slacks. Hell yeah, man. No one looks good in those Sansa belts either. It's
No.
just horrible. And it's the people that could potentially, like, if they have like a John Hamm type of body, maybe they could pull it. They don't wear Sansa belt though. That's
You know
the
what's going on right now?
Was it-
Bob Whitlatch is unsubscribing from everything you do right now because you're making fun of his slacks. What's going on?
Was it like JT Roth or somebody like that? Like
right.
what the hell was the name of that company that you got like
Wait,
mail
hold on a second.
order?
Anyway,
Sansa
It was
belts.
mail. Yeah, it was like mail order
JT Roth.
pants and
Gaia Bear shirts too. You get
Yeah.
the Gaia Bear.
Oh,
It's like the it's the tuxedo shirt. All right, Hardin's Creek. Becca wanted to speed it up, and we've slowed it down. So here we go. Oh, solid. That one was good. It could
decent.
be beat. It could be beat easily, but I stuck the landing, and I think it's going to win this thing. We're going to see. Becca's got a new cocktail. What do you got there, Becca?
let's see here. My cocktail is, I don't know, it was an interesting one. It was like some sort of like strawberry puree and I think a blackberry puree.
Okay.
What was
It's
it?
called a smash.
Blackberry puree.
It's a
Black-
red
yeah,
stag.
It was a smash, is what I've got in that.
It's a
in that
smash.
cocktail.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
It was good. I'm on the.
Well,
Hey, you're on a podcast now. So
person
you're good.
just joined the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Bring her in.
the Bourbon Daily.
She's
Yeah.
on.
Finding new
What?
listeners as we speak.
Yeah.
My new
For the
listeners.
listeners here,
Yeah.
Oh, you
Becca
can
has
take
like
this
0
glass with
fucks
you,
left
too.
to give.
Tell her it's coming out Monday, May 19th. So she wants to, she wants to hear herself.
Our view of Becca is the ceiling of the airport terminal right now.
Right.
That's how much she's disinterested.
This is
in
like the
show.
middle of the
I'm
terminal
not
too. This is not actually
disinterested.
in a terminal. This
I
is
am
in the
trying
center.
to leave
She's trying
the
to leave.
airport.
No, don't
And I had to
leave.
check out to make sure that we're good. I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time because talking to you guys has killed my battery.
Believe it or
So
not.
Are you
fly.
getting a rental car and
And
driving?
then fucking
Well,
Jim
why are
is
you leaving
talking
the
about-
airport?
And then Jim is talking about the dumbest shit that I've ever fucking heard. My mind's going numb, and I'm like, what the fuck are we even
Why are
talking
you
about?
leaving the airport, though?
I'm not leaving the airport. I gotta go to the fucking airplane.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you're
fly
going
out
to
of-
plane. You said you were leaving.
Oh, I
so-
don't believe
Yeah,
you're going.
in an
You're not
airplane.
going anywhere.
No, you're not going anywhere.
No,
All right,
you're not
Jim,
going.
what do you got there? What do you got?
I have a Buzzard's Roost toasted barrel.
Okay.
That's why I don't set.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Nothing
Awful.
really happening there. I've got the lead, but I still got to get through Swyatt here. If Swyatt loses here, it's a clean sweep for me. 4 for 4.
This is a clean sweep for Akeley. I've got a bottle of, again, a Neely Family Distillery. This one is in my name for my buddy Phil Collin out there.
Okay.
Again, I love knowing who Jerry Leonard Neely is now based off of watching the Neely Family Distillery documentary that was
Yeah,
done by
there you go.
Uncle Bones?
Not Uncle Bones this time. This guy was a bad mamma jamma. Well, all the Neelys. Let's just be honest. This guy was pretty freaking cool. All right, Swyatt on the set.
Okay. Nothing going on there. Nothing happening. So cheers to me. I win this thing. Cheers.
Steve wins again.
Cheers.
God damn it.
4 for 4. So there we go. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left. Blues lead 3-1 now. 3-1.
Oh, that is fantastic.
So, all right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about collectible whiskey. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Solid cork pop.
And then I threw the cork, a solid cork drop.
Yeah, terrible cork pop. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily. I'm a big bourbon guy.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about collectible whiskey.
Yes, we are. So I saw article on, I do a Google search of bourbon and whiskey, and then, so this one pops up. It said the headline is, Mellencamp Whiskey, Hard Truth Distillery releases fourth whiskey in the Collectible series. Again, if anybody's into whiskey because it's collectible, and they're buying the Mellencamps because it's the fourth one in my collection of Mellencamp whiskeys, I think we're way off base here, right? This is bad. This is not good for whiskey, right? Is there any scenario where that's a good thing?
You are 100%. As much as I wanted to stare at my bottle of Marshmallow Black Belt from Neely Family Distillery, one of the best single barrels in history in my bourbon career from 2002 on forward.
Yep.
Also signed by every family member, including there's a whole host of stuff. I returned it back at the distillery because I knew it was more important to them because it was one of Royce's brother's first bottles he signed.
Okay.
That's not collectible for me, but it may be for them. But other than that, of some type of special bottle that is signed by a distiller or something like that, that you know that means more to you, then this is only for your personal consumption. This is no different than Princess Diana Beanie Babies. If the term collector is there, not worth it.
Yes.
Don't spend the money.
Yeah. Nobody
will pay more than what you bought for it, at best.
Yeah. Making things instant collector's items is never good. That, things have to stand on their own to become collector's items, I feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to take off.
All right.
Collector items are stupid.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
Fair enough. All right, Becca.
Becca.
Bye, Becca.
Travel safe. All right. See you.
Be careful.
Goka, what do you think about this? You feel like...
Well, I am torn on this particular topic. Specifically because I am a huge
John Mellencamp fan.
John Mellencamp fan.
Really,
John. Yes. I have been to. We were talking with friends last night and talking about concerts, and I've been to 7 concerts in my entire fucking life. 7. 2 of them were John Mellencamp. Yeah. One of them was when I was in high school in 1982, I think. And the other one was just before the wife and I got married in like 1990. The guy I was living with sent us to Rosemont Horizon in Chicago to see Mellencamp.
Okay.
Both fantastic, ultimate, like awesome concerts. I love everything about Mellencamp.
Really?
Yes. I don't love the fact that he has is trying to do something in the whiskey business.
Right.
I
don't condone that. And
celebrity whiskey. That's
the one that comes to mind is the Hardin's Creek Peyton Manning crap. And I don't know.
It's not Hardin's Creek though. You're talking.
That's Sweetens Cove.
Sweetens Cove. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Hardin's Creek's a bean product. Sweetens Cove is
and I always got those two confused. So yeah, the sweet like 200. Like I was camping somewhere and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, we got whiskey. We got great bourbon. We've got this Sweetens Cove." I was like, "Okay, I want to try it." And I tried it, and I'm like, "All right, it's okay."
Right.
They're like, "Yeah, it's $200 a bottle." I'm like, "It's
that
not.
Doesn't make it good.
It's not $200 worth a bottle." Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've got $50 a bottle that's worth way more than that. That is way better.
Yeah.
So yeah,
here's my
I'm
point
not
on
into
Mellencamp, though. I want to discuss Mellencamp for a little bit because I got two fans here, and so the one record. Let's throw that out of his catalog. So any song that's on the record that came out, and I like all that stuff. Jack and Diane and Little Pink Houses, all that's on one record though. So we're throwing that out of the.
There are four. There are four primo #1 album type albums
that he has.
Yes.
What are some of the other songs that we throw out that one? We throw out the one that brought him on when he was John. That was John Cougar Mellencamp that put that.
So the original is John Cougar.
Right.
That album had "I Need a Lover That Won't Drive Me Crazy."
Okay.
You've heard that song.
I've heard that song. Yes.
That's from the original John
Okay.
Cougar album. The next album that came out was John Cougar Mellencamp, and that was I believe that was Nothing Matters and What If It Did.
Mm-hmm.
And that had things like A Hand to Hold On To. And
I don't know that one. Maybe if I heard it, maybe I don't recognize it by the.
Everyone Needs a Hand to Hold On To. That was a very popular song.
Yeah,
you had the next one was American Fool. That was the Jack and Diane album.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. We got to throw that one out though, because I'm saying
okay. And then the next album was which was like Authority Song, Jack and Diane.
Jack and Diane's on that one too.
Nope.
All right, sorry. Jack and Diane was on the first one. Pink Houses was on the
Crumbling Down. Pink Houses, Authority Song.
Yeah.
Jackie
Onassis.
That's a good one too.
There was a lot of good stuff on that one, and then Scarecrow was the next one, and that was Justin Independence, Rumble Seat.
You had Rain on the Scarecrow. You had
Rain on the Scarecrow, Small Town,
Night, Minutes of Memories.
Yes,
I don't know any of those. I don't know.
Those are
that's ROCK in the USA's on that one. That closes out there.
I do know that one.
Yeah.
There too as well.
I like them more than I thought, I guess.
Okay, so all of those were fantastic. Then he went through a period of you had Paper and Fire,
Lonesome Jubilee.
Lonesome Jubilee, and what was the Paper and Fire album?
Paper and Fire, Check It Out, Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, those. Then the next
three hits off
the next really good album, I think, was. What's the name of that album?
Human Wheels from 1993.
It might have been Human Wheels.
Is a summer album if I've ever known one.
It was kind of a reddish background.
No, that would have been.
It was after the two.
Mr. Happy Go Lucky.
Okay, why is John Mellencamp so angry? Why is he an angry man?
I don't think he's angry.
I think he's angry.
No, he's not angry. I
think he's a pretty angry guy.
I worked in I don't know. It was like up to 90 when I moved here, or 93 when I moved here. I worked at a stereo shop, and there was a guy there, and he was kind of affluent in his neighborhood, and he had a summer house in the Carolinas. And his summer house, his friend's summer house, or whoever it was back to back with Mellencamp's house in the Carolinas. Mm-hmm. And when he would go there, like Mellencamp would be there, and he would just like be out in the backyard hanging out, and just like a regular dude, and would be like, "Hey, talk to him, and come on over, and they would have drinks, and they would talk, and it was like he was just
Normal, you're saying.
your buddy, your neighbor,
All right. Well, I like that.
just a regular
It's
guy.
not how I see him. That's how. Maybe he's that way, but I always perceive him as being a pissed off guy that's angry about everything. But,
Yeah, no,
He's pissed off at concerts when you tell him to play the hits. He's going to play how he wants to play. He's crusty old man now. It's where I think, and he's obviously too political in some of his. He's very, very outspoken in his concerts, which unfortunately gets a lot of flack.
Right. And he's got, I guess that's his daughter. That's a reality TV star or something.
Yeah, she's very, very sick.
Sick? What do you mean sick?
She has cancer. Very.
Oh, she does?
Yeah,
the one that was on the reality shows?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That sucks.
My wife is a big fan of reality shows, so I get a lot of insight into that. So I've seen her with him on like Andy Cohen live shows, and she calls him the Cougs. But
he doesn't like that. So here's the thing: you get to meet your hero, and she's like, "Hey, Cougs, what's going on?" He would motherfuck her and tell her he hates that fucking name.
He doesn't like the spotlight. Is the bottom line? Is he does not like being in the spotlight. He does not like being looked at as somebody who is
above,
almighty,
above people,
famous, above other people.
I respect that. That's not my take on him. But
he's
maybe
just
I'm just wrong. Dude. I can't be wrong because I've never had any interaction with him. Never been close to the guy. I don't know anything. It's just
in all the interviews I've seen, he appears to be just a dude. Like smokes like a chain smoker, drinker, just a guy.
Just a guy. Interesting.
Yeah.
Blues up 3-1, 4 minutes to go.
So he's one celebrity in the celebrity whiskey category, though. So let's not get hung up on him.
Right. It's just the usual thing, though. Keith Richards, if he would have one, I'd be like, okay, he was a bourbon whiskey drinker. I never thought of Mellencamp as being a whiskey guy. So the fact that he's into this, and I like the fact it's with an Indiana distillery because he's an Indiana guy. That's cool. I was
about to say, if he chose a Kentucky distillery for his thing, then I'd have a real problem with this. No, but he's a whiskey guy. If you listen to the lyrics, it's there. Okay. I appreciate that he chose a very small town type of
that's cool.
That roots back to him. Seymour, Indiana, and Nashville, Indiana. He chose a smaller distillery that's in a smaller town type of thing that kind of goes with what he's doing here. But to call it collectible, the marketing team really screwed this.
And that's not
I don't consider it. Yeah, I don't consider it collectible. Like that. Right. That's a different subject. To me, that's a different subject. I don't consider that collectible. I don't consider what Metallica's doing collectible. I don't consider what Peyton Manning is doing as collectible. I don't even consider the Brothers Bond as being collectable.
I feel it's a disservice because to me it means buy it, but don't drink it. It's
don't open it.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the idea of collectible because it's like admitting that it's bad by saying, "Hey, this is collectible." You don't want to pop that top. It's ruined. So it's a disservice. But again, it's not a call Mellencamp's making. He's just a guy, showing some whiskey. So that's marketing people. That's consultants and all that kind of shit. But it's not.
Right. It's like Eric Church. I'm a huge Eric Church fan, and I know you, Steve, hate country music. Yeah. Eric Church he's one of 3 artists that I would pay to go see, and
we know 2. We got to find the third one. We know Mellencamp and Church. Who's
all right? 4. So I've been to see Mellencamp twice. I would pay to see Eric Church. I would pay to see Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
And I would pay to see Morgan Wallen.
Wow. You're just a country guy, huh?
I'm not.
Really?
No.
3 out of your 4 are hardcore country guys.
Yeah, well, because, it would be very hard for me to go see 38 Special because they're not touring.
Right.
It would be very
They're not.
hard to me.
They'll get out there again. Some shell of what they were. They got like
Out there.
One guy, the drummer. The drummer is still there. I would pay to see Leonard Skinner. Those guys are dead, right? All right.
The
Leonard
brothers
Skinner.
instead of the Allman Brothers.
Right.
The brothers.
Yeah.
I am a Southern rock, huge Southern rock fan.
Okay.
But in today's world, I listen to 80s rock, and I listen to I don't know, modern outlaw.
So do you like Kid Rock?
Outlaw country.
Kid Rock's from Detroit.
Yes.
He's a Southern rock type of guy at this point, right? In terms of musical style.
I like Kid Rock a lot.
I like Kid Rock too.
I like Kid Rock.
He's got
I don't
some
like
good
Kid
songs.
Rock's rap, but when Kid Rock started singing, I was like, it's crazy. This guy is a fantastic singer. Why was he not singing from day one? Why was he rapping? Because I don't
You
like
didn't like the rap.
I don't like rap.
What about the song Cowboy? You don't like that one?
I like Cowboy.
Okay.
Cowboy, baby.
I like Cadillac Pussy a lot.
Okay. Glad we got that one on the air.
Bob with the Bob.
Yeah.
The dang, Biggie.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's definitely a rap one, but yeah.
This is for the top
like
stand.
probably his like last 3 albums, Born Free, I'm a Low Life is probably my favorite song of his.
Okay.
Beka Sue would concur with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd like to have you do that one.
Yeah.
Karaoke night.
That's good. But I mean, I know you hate country just because it's country.
Right.
I'm a fan of Jelly Roll. I like Jelly Roll.
Oh no, he's I can't stand that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I like him. I like Post Malone. I hated Post Malone as a rapper, but as a country star, I like Post Malone.
Oh, what about Beyonce?
Go
She's a
country,
country
everybody
star.
loves you.
No.
Oh no, you got to get to Beyonce. Oh,
No.
that'll be the concert you go
That's
to.
still not. That's still
All right,
not
all right,
country.
everybody. There's a $250 bounty if he goes to the concert, and you can provide a photo of him actually there.
$150 gift card to the ABV Barrel Shop.
That's right. Absolutely. I will sign it right now.
Yeah, I would love to see
If
you at a
you
Beyonce
see me
concert.
at a Beyonce concert, I'll give $500, Steve. $500.
Man, that would be hilarious if you.
$500.
Your wife buys you tickets, and they're like, "We can't tell anybody about this." Nobody.
No, she would not buy me tickets to that.
Oh yeah, so that would be great. That would be great.
Absolutely not.
$500. She may now. Now there's some money talked.
Yeah.
No, she would not. Absolutely not.
You'd love it. You'd end up going. You'd have the time of your life. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
We counted it up. I've only been to 7 concerts. I'm 60 years old. I've only been to 7 concerts in my entire life.
Cheapness is not something that's to be admired.
That's not an excuse.
The last one was $14.95 plus Ticketmaster fees.
Yeah, well, so it was $100.
$14.95.
It's $100
Yeah.
for the show. Yeah.
$14.95 plus Ticketmaster fees. So the
Put it up to
$100.
$100. Yeah, put it up to $100. Yeah.
How did you miss Rush over 40 years?
Yeah.
I was not a huge Rush fan. I like Rush, but I was not enough of a fan that I would pay to go see them. Look, I grew up in the Peoria, Illinois area. There were
depressing.
There were not a lot of concerts that came to Peoria.
I bet you ZZ Top did. You didn't go see them.
Nope,
ZZ Top goes everywhere.
I would have went to see them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the set list of Rush on April. What is this? This is the Peoria Civic Center on April 1st, 1994, during the Roll the Bones tour.
Yeah, I was not there. I didn't live there then.
155 to go. The Winnipeg Jets did just score.
Is that 3-2?
3-2.
But with 155 left.
Yeah, 155 left. So
who do they play if they win?
I'm not sure. I think there's a series that's ongoing that has to determine who they play next. So yeah.
So they play another 7-game series.
Oh yeah, and then there'll be another one after that too if they win. So yeah, it'll be a while.
Yeah, the hockey season is what, like 12 and a half months a year.
Basically, they get like a month off, and then they're skating. for starting out early.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is a crazy.
Playoff hockey. There's nothing better than any professional sport. NHL playoffs are the best out of all professional sport playoffs, bar none. What these folks give, what these guys give, and what the fans give to this whole thing during this whole time is nothing short of amazing. The amount of athleticism that it takes to be able to go through a full and win a Stanley Cup is nothing like anybody else.
You know what's really funny, Tim, is so I worked in Peoria, right? And I worked at a law firm, and we had a couple of college students that were, in school to get like pre-law degrees and gonna go on to be lawyers, right? And they were from Chicago, and I get to St. Louis, and Chicago is the largest, city close to St. Louis for our work area, and it's like our home area. Like anything that when stuff left St. Louis, it went to Chicago, and then it dispersed across the country. So we go to Chicago, and the managing partner at our office gets us a box at the Blackhawks game. I don't even think they were playing the Blues. I don't think they were, but it was the Blackhawks playoffs game. This has got to be like, I don't know, 94, 95 maybe. Somewhere in that area. And we're at the Blackhawks game. We've got a box. It's like we got booze, we got food. It's fantastic. I mean, we're having a great time. I go to the bathroom. I walk in the bathroom, and I see a guy, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Chris Robinson. I was like, here's a guy that I worked with in Peoria at a law firm, and he is now a lawyer at a law firm in Chicago, and happens to be at the same freaking Blackhawks game that I'm at, in the bathroom at the same time that I'm in the bathroom on the concierge level that I'm on. And it was like, this is crazy. Like, I mean, what a small world this is that, two people who haven't seen each other in like 4 or 5 years meet in the bathroom at a Blackhawks game.
Yeah.
It was surreal.
Would you shake hands before or after?
After. Yeah,
very
after.
good.
Always after. And I'm a left-hand shaker, right-hand shake-hander. So
that's smart move.
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Yeah, but okay. There you go.
Skycamp wants to know these things. That's important.
I'm always very conscientious about shaking.
Shaking.
Yes.
Always shake with the left hand. Okay,
that's right.
Take it like a Polaroid picture.
There you go. All right. Well, that's going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Let's see here. Gokin, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I am on Facebook at Jim Gokin, and I am recently on Instagram at Jimmy Big Hands with a Z.
How's that going for you? People?
It's fantastic. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I have at least 10 followers.
Okay, 10 followers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right.
So reach out to me.
Yeah. How about you, Tim?
You can find me following Gokin at his Instagram handle. And you can find me at Instagram at SwyGuy2112 and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
Miss Beka Sue on Instagram, Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. New barrel picks always coming in. Check us out online. We have all of our classes listed as well as our inventory over at abvbarrelshop.com. Tim, anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, we'd like to remind our audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
That's going to do it for today. We got 53 seconds left. Blues up 3-2. We'll have to see what happens. It's a cliffhanger. You'll have to listen to the upcoming episode to see how they do. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See everyone.
Adios.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri, or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.